It was a very strange thing about the demonic realm. The moon was red, maybe. It was how it's supposed to be, and the only strange thing here was her existence. A human in the demonic world, surrounded by demons and rats of all kinds. White sat there in front of a mirror. The jewels clicked softly against each other as they were placed into her hair, one by one. Real jewels, costing she had no idea how much. She was in a room painted with crisp walls and bed covered with silk sheets. It was the royal room of the king of the demon world, Jungkook, who currently stood behind her as he decorated her hair with all sorts of jewels and gold hairpins. He was slow with it. His fingers softly caressed her hair. Jake, you're restless. His deep voice murmured. Wine, I'm not restless, she said, grinning at her own reflection. She looked unreal. Wine, I'm excited. You said tonight is the festival. I've never seen it before. She looked down at herself, dressed in a red robe embroidered with gold. Her sleeves trailed elegantly. She was just a human who was used to sweats and jeans. Seeing herself in such elegant dressing always mesmerized her. She turned towards Jungkook, her words died in her throat. Jungkook was devastating to look at. Always was. The dark robe he wore tonight was stitched with crimson and gold, heavy with authority. Yet it was his eyes that always trapped her. A storm lived in them, the kind that sent shivers down men's spine on the battlefield. But they looked at her only with love. Jungkook stood up, extended his hand out, adoring his queen in jewels was his favorite thing to do. And right now he was very happy and satisfied. Jungkook took his hand and stood up immediately, rushing towards the window, and like a child her eyes sparkled. The outside was lit tonight. With the festival, the whole kingdom looked so beautiful. Wine, a human from an advanced age, entering the demonic realm, always felt like she traveled back 1,000 years, back into the royalty era. And Jungkook was the king of this era. Zeke, look at them, my queen. These are all your subjects. Wine, yours, you mean. Zeke, they will bow, the deep is for a woman. Their king kneels before. He leaned in, his dark and soft hair brushed against her cheek. For a heartbeat, she forgot to breathe. Although it had been a year they were together, it still held an effect on her, like it was her first time being this close with him. The palace gates opened and the night spilled around them. The festival stretched through the streets, stalls glittering with food and fabric, music playing, dances swirled in gold threaded garments, the air heavy with roasted meats, wine, and incense. Right, because wine was a human, she had no sense of being a royalty or acting like one. Although she had been trying to act like a certain elegant lady of that era, yet she spun around like a butterfly, held his sleeve like a child, and dragged him to different stalls. As the king arrived, the pathway was automatically cleared for this. His people admired him, feared him, and desired him at the same time. Women would bleed to dream of being his wife, and men would kill to serve him for the rest of their lives. They greeted him with respect, and cheers spread everywhere he went, until one dragged him to a stall and got herself an apple candy. One, let's share one. She immediately removed the wrapper and popped the candy in her mouth. Once again, nothing like a royal ladies who eyed her. A mortal, a human standing beside their king with no manners or elegance, yet their king bowed before her every wish. JK, you talk my language now. I remember you wouldn't share your food even with anyone, including me. Wyan grinned and held his arm walking towards the festival. Wyan, I accept. This is more romantic. It didn't take long before Wyan was once again away from his arm and running around the place like a child. Her eyes sparkled at him every time she pointed at something she wanted. Wyan, Jungkook, this? Give me this. She turned towards Jungkook and then stopped. His weapon, he always worn around his waist, was trembling. The deadly weapon, who had a reputation of its own. A weapon known to be forged with no metal instead. It was carved after blood of 1,000 souls was spilled. A weapon so powerful it turned army of thousands into a dust with one flake. One, what happened? Take it. It's just hungry. Don't worry. What did you want to get, my queen? One, a sword. Hungry. Come on, you don't expect me to believe that. What does it eat? JK, I won't lie to you, my queen. It eats souls. Feeling so many around it stirred such reaction. Wine had heard what this word was made from. Maybe she was going to believe it, although half the things in his word made no sense to her. Jungkook sat at the throne arranged for him, beside his queen, who was still unexcited as ever. The musical performance had just ended, and now was the time for the main event. Wine's eyes filled with love followed the demons around. Every lover, every couple seemed to light up a lantern to the sky. Paper shells, soft as petals, glowed gold as they drifted into the heavens one by one. Wine, that's beautiful. She will like one as well, she added softly, almost shy. For a long moment, he only stared at her. His face gave nothing away. Then a breeze rose, unnatural and sharp, tugging at the silks of the crowd. People gasped, and then, in a moment, this stole the breath of every soul present. The sky ignited. Hundreds, thousands, lanterns bursting alive at once, each glowing brighter than the last, climbing higher and higher until the heavens themselves looked aflame with gold. The crowd fell silent, awe, fear, admiration. Wine's lips parted, stunned. No one in this room could do this except for their king. Wine, Jungkook, this is. Wine's eyes were stuck to the sky, but when they shifted to him, his eyes glowed red. JK, do you understand now? Wine, what? JK, that everything I have, every power, every life, every star in this cursed sky, I can give it to you, or burn it for you. Her heart hammered against her ribs. The beauty of it was overwhelming. She might have found it corny had it been human, but being a demon king, she believed he had the abilities to prove his words. And yet, when his hand cupped her cheek, his tongue brushing against her soft skin, he was just Jungkook again, the one who tucked jewels in her hair with steady fingers. Wine, you're terrifying. He smirked, leaning until his lips grazed her ear. JK, and you're mine. He leaned in. Under the dark sky, lit golden just for a human from the mortal realm, the Demon King kissed and claimed her to be his queen.